What's going on, by the way, it's Chuck, and welcome back to another speculation video. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be discussing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and what a potential reboot or remake of the game would look like. Let's go. So a couple weeks back, some inside sources reported that EA is supposedly creating a new Knights of the Old Republic game, which will act as a sort of sequel slash remake with familiar elements, redesigned to fit into the new Star Wars canon. It was described as a reimagining of the game, combining the first two KOTOR games together. This to me is extremely exciting, as KOTOR 1 was one of my favourite games when I was younger, and the second game was a sequel which definitely continued on the legacy from the first game created. Now, obviously a few things have to change for the game to fit into the new canon, but a lot of elements from the original games definitely remain the same. The Rise of Skywalker canonised Revan as a Sith Lord, so keeping his story with Malak and the general ideas of it all could definitely remain the same. We don't really know too much about the Old Republic in canon in general, really. The High Republic era is set around 400 years before the prequel films, and even so, we only really know the name of the era, not any stories revolving around it yet. In Charles Soule's Darth Vader comic, we learn of Darth Momin, and his actions and story appear to take place during the Old Republic time period. So maybe the new game could involve him in some shape or form. The game could intertwine quite well with canon stories, and could potentially include Mortis in some way. By the time this game releases, the second season of The Mandalorian will have been released, so it could once again visit the Mandalorian Wars depending on the stories told in the show. This includes potentially seeing the Darksaber in action. As for someone who would be making the game, of course it'll be published by EA, but there are really two potential developers. The first is BioWare, as they created the first KOTOR game and are still under control of EA. This would especially make sense as they're still working on the Old Republic MMO to this day. The other potential option would be Obsidian, who developed the second KOTOR game. The company has just been put back on everyone's radar since they released The Outer Worlds. This game's been Obsidian's biggest success, in my opinion, since Fallout New Vegas, so EA managing to get Obsidian on board with this would be fantastic, and would definitely get people excited if they weren't already. However, ladies and gentlemen, for now, that is all. Let me know what you would like to see in a KOTOR remake. Would you want it to stay true to the original games and stories, or would you like to see something new? Feel free to leave a like in the video and let me know if you enjoyed, and feel free to subscribe while you're at it. But for now, I've been Chucky Man, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.